Buenos días. Good morning. Good morning, ambassadors, members of the diplomatic corps accredited to Spain, distinguished guests of the business community, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to welcome you here this morning for the celebration of this informative breakfast at the Palace Hotel with the Ambassador of the Republic of South Africa. The title of her speech is South Africa's Achievements Since the Advent of Democracy since 1994. It's an honor, a pleasure, and above all, it's a privilege to have Mr. Manuel Sanchez Ortega as the person who will introduce the ambassador this morning. The Chief Executive Officer of Abengoa is a remarkable member within the business community in Spain, and I like to ask the audience to join me in giving Mr. Sanchez a warm welcome to the stage. Mr. Manuel, thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody joining us here today, and thank you for coming. Of course, Ambassador, welcome, and thank you for coming. Other ambassadors, thank you for coming too, ladies and gentlemen, other authorities. It's for me a great honor to give, and gives me real pleasure to introduce Ambassador Magubane's lecture at this Executive Forum Working Breakfast. Among other things, because speaking about soccer, we have good memories from South Africa, much better than from Brazil, definitely. So it's always a pleasure to be with you. I would like, first of all, thank Cesar Chiva's initiative to put together this event and counting on Abengoas to participate. It is indeed a good opportunity to make South Africa, through the voice of her highest official representative in Spain, better known in our country. Dynamic countries like South Africa are presenting an amazing rhythm of positive change, and we need to update constantly to better know what's going on, the perspectives in the country. In this regard, Ambassador remarks are particularly opportune, and we welcome this occasion to listen to her. According to the International Monetary Fund, South Africa has made strides in economic and social development since its first democratic elections. Ambassador Magubane, we are extremely happy to have you as the Ambassador of South Africa in our country. Your contribution is tremendous. We thank you for that, and now it is my pleasure to give you the floor. Thank you very much.
Well, good morning, colleagues, and buenos dias. Thank you very much for that introduction. Fellow ambassadors, members of the Abengoa board, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned, I am here to talk to you about South Africa's achievements since the advent of democracy in 1994. I'm indeed honored to have been invited to participate in this executive forum this morning. Africa is rising, and the world is watching in anticipation. The biggest challenge for Africans now is to seize the opportunity and foster growth and prosperity. Recent economic statistics show that the global economy is slowly regaining its strength, with a 4% increase in global growth forecasted for 2014. Africa has also benefited tremendously from this trend. In 2008, many were concerned that the continent would be hard hit by the global financial crisis, but most countries in sub-Saharan Africa were remarkably resilient. The International Monetary Fund has forecasted that the continent's economy will grow by 5.7% in 2014. Being one of the economic powerhouses in Africa, South Africa has contributed largely to overall development on the continent. The South African economy has grown on average, as mentioned, at 3.2% a year from 1994 to 2013, growing tremendously in value from $80 billion in 1994, the year that apartheid ended, to over $400 billion today.
So let's move on for the first of the questions. You know, in Spain, small and medium-sized enterprises contribute to 64% of gross domestic product. Do you think that they also have their chance to find their own opportunities in your country, in South Africa?
Oh yes, definitely. The South African government recognizes the vital role that SMMEs play in creating jobs. We also have widespread opportunities that exist for SMMEs. I have outlined most of them, but I'll quickly just go through some of them and say, you know, opportunities exist in agro-processing, opportunities exist in renewable and tourism sectors, railway infrastructure, transport infrastructure. So yes, indeed, there are opportunities, but most importantly, just to also highlight that South Africa is really geared to have a much stronger SMME sector, especially also because our president has recently appointed a new minister to lead the Department of Small Business Development, where specific tasks to develop the business sector can be carried out.